All right. Here's another thing that was sort of underscored to me today. The importance of Mac Jones. The Niners clearly want to trade him. I mean, not for a third or a fourth, but if they could get a second round pick for Mac Jones, I think he's gone. Fortunately, I don't think they'll get that second round pick. Although, if I were the Raiders, I'd much rather trade a second round pick for Mac Jones than spend the top pick in the draft on Fernando Mendoza. But here's the thing: even if someone trades the Niners a second round pick, the Niners shouldn't take it for multiple reasons. One, they need Mac Jones. They don't have a good offensive line. Their coach isn't particularly good at protecting quarterbacks. Their quarterback is 6 feet tall. He does have an injury history. Mac Jones is going to need to play. If he wasn't on the team this year, they wouldn't have made the playoffs. And I don't even know if Kyle would still be the head coach. He's out here saving jobs too. They're going to need, and when you watched the Broncos, if they had Mac Jones instead of Jarrett Stidham, they probably win that game. Jarrett Stidham was freaked out the whole time. He had no composure. Mac Jones has a great temperament for a quarterback. He never seems rattled. He's surgical. I love Mac Jones, and he's got to stay on this team. You think of backup quarterback being, what's the word? A luxury. A luxury that a team like the 49ers can't afford. But it seems to me like it's one of the most important. It might be. It's one of the most important positions on the team, unless you definitely have a quarterback who is indestructible, an Iron Man like Brett Favre who never comes off the field. There are guys like that, and a great offensive line to keep him upright. Then yeah, sure. Who cares about your backup quarterback? But if you have a good, not great quarterback who misses time, and you have Mac Jones on your team for $4 million a year, you could trade him. Sure. Let's do a thought experiment. But like live in reality here. You trade him. Someone offers you a second round pick, and you're like, man, this is an offer we can't refuse. So you get a second round pick, and what do you do with it? You use it to reach for a player who would have been available in round 3. I mean, this is a team that drafted Jake Moody in round 3. What is you have a see? I don't feel like the Niners are good enough to be able to take a player who's good, a good starter like Mac, and trade him for the mystery box, trade him for a draft pick. You suck at drafting, and you know it. You're going to trade a known quantity at the most important position, who's cheap, for a second round pick that you're going to use on a player who's not going to be good, most likely. Why would you do that? If you were really good at drafting, I would understand it, but you're not, and you know it. If your general manager wasn't John Lynch, I would say go for it, but it is. Also, there is a very bad precedent of Brock Purdy backups going on to Super Bowls. So, do you really want to trade Mac Jones to the next team? I mean, you trade Mac Jones to the Arizona Cardinals, all of a sudden, the Niners are the worst team in the division. You put Mac Jones in the same offense with Marvin Harrison Jr. and Michael Wilson. Watch it. And Trey McBride. Oh my God. Oh my God. I wouldn't want to see that. In fact, I do want to see that really bad. Can the Niners stop creating Super Bowl champions? It is the Niners' fault that Seattle is this good. You could have had Sam Darnold, but no, 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 no. You were like, no, we got to give Brock Purdy $265 million. You take Sam Darnold, Seattle. You give him 3 years, $30 million. We need to give Brock Purdy $250 million. You win the Super Bowl. We want to have a franchise quarterback. You have a Super Bowl trophy. This is more important. So you just set up Seattle. Nice. You could have you tried to set up the Vikings. The Vikings didn't understand what you were doing, how generous you were being. So Seattle takes them, and you know what? I think they're going to thank you. When they win the Super Bowl in a couple of weeks on your field, I have a feeling Mike McDonald and Sam Darnold will be gracious enough to say, you know what? None of this would have been possible without the 49ers. First and foremost, they're the real MVPs. Thank you for setting us up to look so good. They were going to be stuck with Geno. Can you imagine if Geno was their quarterback this year? Oh, it would have been great. But no, the Niners were like, guys. We got a great quarterback for you. He's actually better than our quarterback. Don't tell anyone though, because we're gonna give our guy $53 million a year and put him in Toyota commercials all the time. Here's the thing about Sam Darnold too. He's underrated, man. And I gave him no respect until today. But now that he won the NFC Championship game, I feel like we got to go back and like retroactively give him props. He hasn't missed a start in 2 seasons. Brock has. Not only is he good, I'm not saying he's elite, but not only is he a good quarterback in the same tier as Brock Purdy, he might be better. He's more durable, stronger arm, sees the field better, can get through his progressions, isn't a scramble waiting to happen, doesn't have to do a back handspring to extend plays. Am I pissing you off yet? It's not my fault. Blame the Niners.